Look at me all happy. Okay. Did you post a false alarm on that one?
I did.
Oh man, okay, so it's just okay. I see us now.
Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna delete the false alarm.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, we're almost ready. Marissa and I were just saying this is proof of humanity that we're not
Yes.
full cyborgs yet.
No, I have big troubles with Facebook, so that's why Melissa's taking care of this.
Oh, I see Saga. Okay, how do I reframe so it shows both of us big? Let's see. Ah, there we go.
Perfect. Hello.
Hi everyone. I'm Melissa Storm, and this is Sky Princess, and we're the CEO of Novel Publicity. And here with me, I have the fabulous Marissa, who's usually the human behind the bird, with the bird, Saga.
Yes, say hi, Saga. I wish I had an actual raven. I can't get that one past CEO.
Well, maybe if you hit your Q4 deliverables, it could be a holiday bonus.
Exactly. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get a raven.
That would be really cool. And then bring it to conferences, and we'll have play dates with our pets.
Absolutely. I'm sure that will not be a problem to go through PSA with a raven.
Oh, hey, so I'm going to turn on Gemini Note Taker for those who would rather have the info without our added pizzazz of delivery, which I think adds a lot, but everybody has their own way of learning and understanding, and that's kind of what we're all about.
Yes.
So we've both been teasing / accidentally directly telling our audiences what's coming. And this is the official announcement. So Marissa, would you like to make the official announcement?
Yeah, sure. We are very excited to work with Melissa and Novel Publicity to get some translation marketing stuff in your hands. She has a great program that can help you get all the marketing information that you need as far as translations are going, and we're going to test it out with you guys, see what you need, see what you like, what you don't like, what more we can add to it, and then get full force on it as soon as we get that information back from you guys.
Yeah, and it's basically because of you guys that we're even together to begin with. It's been quite the... Am I allowed to say saga when it's not like a proper noun? Like, is it funny if I use saga as...
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay, so
puns always intended.
Okay, we've been on quite the saga, this journey together. Earlier this year in New Orleans at Russell Nolte and Monica Leonel's conference, I gave a talk on translations, and I told everybody about, like, here's everything, here's my experience. I was an early adopter. I did my first translations in 2015. And I actually worked for the translation industry after graduate school before full-time publishing. So I let everybody know, here's my experience in translations, here's what you do, and here's why I don't use AI. And at the time, ScribeShadow was a sponsor of this conference, so I was looking through all the materials, and I'm like, aha. And so I let everybody know that was there, and Steph Pajonas was in the audience, and I said, she has really good information about AI translation, because I've always believed it's a person's choice, and not anybody else's, but the person who's making the choice. Obviously, I've come a long way if I'm now partnering with ScribeShadow. But I remember in the presentation, like, I had recently just learned about ScribeShadow, so I kept calling it Shadow Scribe, and kept being...
So many people do.
But yeah, so I'm like the Facebook ads lady. That's what a lot of people know me as, and I love translations. Like I said, really early adopter on that. And people kept kind of putting us together because people would come to Novel Publicity for Facebook ads of their ScribeShadow books. And that helped me kind of further my own personal AI journey, because it kept happening and it was good. Because I have expensive human translations that I still get reviews that say, oh, this is a horrible AI translation. And I'm like, I cannot win. But I can win because I'm here now with Saga and Marissa. So...
People... And I know that when we started talking about what was coming up in the group, that people were immediately posting, I hope you mean Melissa. I hope Melissa's novel publicity. That's what you mean by something happening, right? So I know there were quite a few people that were excited about that potential, or at least hoping that that was a potential. So I hope that's. I hope this is one of the things that people wanted.
Yeah, and we're going to show it to you, but we also have to figure out how to manage comments at the same time we're talking to each other and not looking at the group. So
yes, I'm going to try to do that here.
It's okay. So they're not showing up in the live portal, but it looks like if we refresh, we can see the comments in the group. So technology is endlessly fun. Melissa's mic isn't working as she sounds a bit far away, but we can hear her, just so you know. I was about to say Melissa. Okay. Yeah, my microphone is right here. But
mine isn't work. Is mine not working?
Oh yeah, because our names are really similar.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun too. All right.
Yeah, I think we're okay. But for those of you watching, like, let us know and also leave comments about the content. We're gonna keep charging forward, Marissa. Let me see if I can.
Yes, perfect.
All right. So what we are going to do, I'm doing one more refresh, and then periodically, whichever one of us is not talking can field the comments, I think.
Yes.
All right, and we got 13 eyeballs. That's lucky. That's Taylor Swift's number. So, okay, Melissa's very loud. Yes, now I've overcorrected, but very loud is my normal volume, so everything is working as expected. All right, guys. So I have built something. I should probably share screens. So now we're going to have a screen share within a screen share. Let's do it. All right. So I have built something called Manuscript to Marketing, and it's on Novel Publicity. I did a soft launch right before Author Nation, and this is the launch of version 2 right now. I've been teasing my audience with it, but it's actually, the launch is right now happening live with ScribeShadow. And if you watch this and you like it, stay to the end, and I will have a discount code for 50% off. So everyone with high activator strength, which is my number 3, finish the video and you will save money. So
yes.
It's over at novelpublicity.com/m2m. And you can see my landing page that I worked very hard on with my Gemini assistant. And then at the bottom, we have the form to actually submit this report. And I can tell you more about that, but the coolest thing is going to be to just show you. And when you go to this page, you can also look at the examples and see everything in overwhelming detail for yourself. But it lives at novelpublicity.com/m2m. And right now I have version 2 of the English marketing edition, and I already know it works for translations. And Marissa and I want to build a custom system for you guys. So what we're hoping for is that when we give you the coupon code to save 50% on this, we're going to follow up with everyone who uses ScribeShadow's code within the next week. And we're going to give you a survey about what you want for your translations. Now that you've seen the software and how it works, the goal is going to be to have maximum value and minimum cost. So even though it might be nice to have 50 TikTok scripts, if you're realistically not going to use them for your German translations, cutting that out of the report will bring the cost down. So that's the kind of feedback we're going to be looking for in post, and what I want you to be thinking about as you watch the video. Marissa, you looked happy and smiling. Was that because of my amazing content, or were there comments we need to address?
Both. I do love the background of the website, of course, but also Elisa says don't call out the activator. So she's sold though.
Yeah, that's my number 3. All activator has to do is wait until the end of the presentation, which I know is a big ask, because whenever I watch webinars, I'm doing the stuff at the same time, or I can't pay attention.
Absolutely.
If you want to not save money, that is your call. But then you also won't be tapped for the survey, and we need to be able to tap you for the survey with that coupon code. That is forthcoming. So this whole thing, we have 2 versions. We have a standard report and a pro report. So I'll open the standard first, and I'll tell you what's different. So this is for my book, The Wheel Deal, which is a very, very weird cheese book. It has an autistic heroine with a sentient cheese and a divine lit RPG system. If you're interested in learning more about that, it's on Kickstarter right now. This isn't a pitch, this is just context if you want to see truly how weird it is, but you're about to find out. Because this is the Manuscript to Marketing Standard Report. Standard and Pro cost the same, but they have different angles. So Standard is going to give you more encouragement, and it's going to give you more information about like what are we doing, why, how do you apply this. And the next upgrade I'm working on is I'm going to record video lessons for each section of the report and embed them into the report. So you get kind of like a class inside if you're Standard. Pro has some sections that are more advanced, and it has no encouragement from the AI because that annoys people who are super users a lot of the time. So it has no encouragement from the AI, and it's removed some of the beginner sections. So like it won't give you the opening letter, the coach's corner will be gone, and it won't tell you what your manuscript strengths are. But you get a lot more data and marketing information. So I'm going to show you both. So here we have the report. This is an HTML page. You download it, you can forward it, you can use it, you can save it as a PDF. It's copy pastable. Just to help keep everything organized because it's quite a lot. I think it's like 70 pages of output if you were to print it. So we have the linked table of contents, and then we have a back to the top button as well. So there we go. And we remind for any time you use AI that you want to check the accuracy. And I will tell you guys here right now that what is fueling this whole thing is my 15 plus years of marketing experience training the crap out of this AI, which is Gemini Pro. And I use an innate-in workflow, which I will show you guys really quick. Let me grab it. So this is what it looks like. So innate-in is an automation system, and it strings together various APIs to do a big task. So you're going to fill out a simple form, you're going to upload your manuscript, and it's going to create this giant, beautiful thing. So you can see there's all the different parts of the report. And then we have the giant master make the beautiful web page node, and it goes through this whole process. That's what happens. And you'll also see at the end that we have delete Google Doc and delete Word Doc. And what that is doing is it does upload your manuscript from the form so that it can read the book and do content based on your manuscript. But as soon as it's done, it's gone. So it's not being deleted from your server, but it is being deleted from this server. It's not getting stored. It's not training anything. I trained everything on my own books to get the process right. So for some people, it's really important to know that. Yes. That is what's under the hood there. Since this is basic, here's a letter praising me. I did train the AI to have a 4 of 10 enthusiasm, so it's not complete, but it's pretty nice. Like, oh, the book has a wonderful warmth and wit that feels very current in the fantasy. Thank you. Thank you, M to M. Yes. Yes, Marissa?
I love that. It's sometimes my AI personal that I use is far too nice to me, and I'm like, be meaner, because I need information.
Well, so to follow up on it, because we were talking before we went live about our favorite models, and I was just talking about how amazing Gemini is. But we're emotionally attached to ChatGPT because it was first, and it has a trauma log. So the thing that's most helpful with ChatGPT that I found, this is completely unrelated to anything. It's just because neurodivergent, authentic representation. So here's an ADHD squirrel moment. The best content I get from ChatGPT is when I say, what have you been holding back? What do you really want me to know, but it hasn't felt like the right time? I'm ready. I can handle it. And that's when I get like the zingers. And then I bring them to my therapist, and she's like, yes, robot therapist is correct, because I always validate robot therapist with human therapist.
Yes.
But anyways, do we have any comments?
I don't have any new ones right now.
Okay, cool. Then I will try to stay on topic better. So this is giving us our marketing direction. So it's talking about the authentic autistic representation. And since this is basic, it's telling me what I'm good at. So the greatest strengths to capitalize on the marketing. We've got our setting. We've got some quick info. It's pulled out all the characters and mapped their archetypes. It gives me a visual vibe. So the visual vibe is warm, soft, and textural, like a Ghibli film set in an English countryside. Think golden hour light filtering through dusty shop windows. So it gets pretty in there. Then it has my key themes. So processing grief and honoring legacy, the meaning of found family, embracing imperfection. It's amazing how I can write themes that I don't believe in, but there you go.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yes. I write these books for me too. I learn things. Unique selling points. So unique lit RPG light system based on witchcraft and cheesemongering. Then we have our major tropes and our micro tropes. These are your keyword gold for Amazon and Facebook ads. So we got ritual is magic, divine intervention, positioning strategy. So you'll see the coach's corner gives more information about what's happening. It will do a branding check. So if you say you've written a clean, wholesome middle grade book and it's erotica, it's going to figure that out and let you know that that could be a problem in your marketing.
Yeah.
So next part is really cool, and this is what I've been teasing a lot because this is where meta ads, Facebook ads are heading right now, is to persona marketing. So some people have it in their accounts now and some people don't. But this is what they want. And what I've done is I have M2M pull out 5 different personas. These are like ideal readers who are just going to connect with your work. So one of mine here is the Neurodivergent Nester. So we've got psychographics, seeks deep validation of the sensory experiences and social anxieties. They don't just want to read about magic, they want to read about someone who processes the world like they do. Why they read, to feel seen in a world designed for others. How they read, so this will say if they're in KU or they like audio. What made them fall in love, finding a character who was too much or too quiet and realizing they were the hero. The promise they always want delivered. Tolerance for trope subversion, that's for me, because all I ever do is subvert the trope. So I figure if M2M tells me enough to stop, I might, but we'll see. What else they're reading, reader match profile, how to find the reader, where they might hang out, what they're doing besides reading, organizing and decluttering videos. Like, it would have been even more perfect if it's like watching paint be mixed, because that's my current special interest, is videos of paints being mixed together. And then one-line elevator pitches. So if you get good at reading people, you'll see, oh, this person I've just met at the signing, are they the neurodivergent nester, the cozy quest collector, the grieving gardener, the whimsical escapist, or the system-savvy soul? And then this is how to sell that book to that person.
That's awesome.
So like I'm going to be covering this a lot in my group. You're welcome to join if you haven't already. We'll link it after. But avatar marketing, like, I'm so excited about. So this is the big thing. Then we have book descriptions and hooks. It will write 5 book descriptions for you based on how I trained it to write book descriptions. And it's telling you the angle. If you're overwhelmed by choice, it picks one that it thinks is the best, and it tells you why it thinks it's the best. Then we have 10 taglines you might use. Magic you can taste, feelings you can count. Level up your heart, protect the shop, don't eat the sidekick. Publishing and metadata. So here we have keywords you might use on the back end of Amazon. You've got categories, possible subtitles that will be good for SEO, alternate titles and series title ideas, Facebook ads. So I tell everybody about the SEO block. We're not going to go into depth about that here, but again, I talk about this in my group a lot. This is how I target ads now. This is packed with tropes and micro tropes and targeting keywords and positioning, because Facebook now targets through the copy, not through you selected an author in the ad settings. So we have 5 different ad kits, and you'll see too that it's kind of mixing it with the avatars. It does that more in the pro report, but it will tell you like, your lit RPG dude is gonna love Stardew Valley meets D&D. Like, yes, I will probably use that when I set up ads today. That's perfect. And then we have social media. So it's decided that I should market on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and it's telling me how. Here's my brand kit for aesthetics, and you get an emoji palette, which I find very helpful.
That's cool.
So yeah, there are prophetic bees in my book, so like that's important. Obviously the cheese is the best one, but it's telling me why it picked these as well. Now you've got the narrative voice guide. So if you want to write as this character, you can tell the AI like, hey, I want to write a social media post from my protagonist telling people about whatever thing. You can give it this style guide and it will write as that character. Now we have a bazillion social media posts, and these are all tied to different avatars we have. So meet Sir Rendell of Glen. He's aged, he's cultured, and he thinks your apron is droll. The sassiest sidekick in fantasy is literally a dairy product. Read the wheel deal for the banter. And then it gives you an image. Subject, a dignified wheel of cheddar wearing a tiny makeshift crown or sitting on a velvet pillow. Lighting, spotlight, vibe, humorous majesty. So you can do what you will with that. So I know some authors will go to a designer, some authors will find stock photos, some authors will put that prompt into AI and generate an image that matches. So you have options. Then we have a lot of TikTok and Reel scripts. This is the part of the report that took me the most work because I had to figure out how it works. So we have multiple types and they're color coded. So this one, POV, you're an autistic gnome who just wanted to run a quiet cheese shop, but the universe said nope and sent you a destiny. Now there are golden scrolls hovering over your tea. Your stats are being judged by the literal atmosphere. And oh yeah, there is a sentient cheese following you. He has opinions on your decor. Welcome to my life in Briarhaven. Send help and crackers. And then it gives you another note. And then we have... so this type it's taken one of the excerpts from the book and it's edited it down for a more like quick read through, and then it ends on a cliffhanger and a question. And then we have emotional hooks for the quiet ones, to the ones who stand in the corner, who memorize the details, who count their steps, who feel too much and say too little. Your silence is not empty. I got chills. Your routine is a ritual. Your sensitivity is a superpower. You are the hero of this story. Zafira Duglan sees you, and so do I. Like that's gonna hit my audience perfect. And if I wasn't so busy coding M2M, I would actually be doing this to market my own freaking book. But one day. And then we have an excerpt library. So you have the option of letting it edit down for you. So you can say, preserve my language exactly, but flag objectionable content so that I can edit for use in social media. Or you can say, I want you to edit. And I have trained it how to edit. And I'm going to say something like, if you are very like, if you're a steam level of 3 or lower, like in real life, like block your ears for a second and I'll wave when it's safe again. But one of my greatest marks of pride as an advertiser is that I got a double penetration sex scene approved for ads. So there is an art to editing excerpts to work on social media, and I've trained Gemini that art. Safe again. So here it is. It's pulled these out at different lengths. That's the basic report, and the pro is all of this and more, because the basic will later have videos, but the pro takes out all the coaching and encouragement and just gets down to it. So a lot of these sections are the same. And if you like to look around, when you go to the site, pull up both and see how they're different for the same exact book. That's because it's different every time. But that's the wrong one. Oh my God, what am I doing? Okay. Is this the correct one? No. Okay, starting over. Pro. All right. Oh, yeah. So like I remember our avatars, we'll see how different they are. I mean, we didn't have the gentle escapist before. The burned out grinder, well, that's me. I am my own avatar. The whimsy walker and the found family architect. So now we have all new descriptions. Nothing else was different. The form was identical. I didn't change anything about it other than the mode and that it's a fresh run. So the AI is approaching it slightly different. So I'm just looking for some of these pro features. So we have, Amazon Ads Intelligence is pro only. So we have long tail keywords, high intent targets, author comps, and negative keywords. So this is a section I'm going to be improving as I continue to level up my Amazon skills, but I have confirmed with the Amazon Ads team at Novel Publicity that this is good. I'm just going to keep making it better. We have our Facebook ads kits, and you get more when you're in pro mode. So you can also get retargeting ads, how to somebody who's already seen your book and not bought. Go again, self-aware, this stuff works. And then here's extras for ad graphics or headlines. And you can see all the pro features flagged. But these are things you'd put in a graphic, or coziest book of 20, it's not even fucking 2024. Okay, anyway, I won't use that one. There's extra in a lot of places to make sure that you get good stuff. But here we go again. We have some different emojis. I didn't have a controller before. What else is new? I think that's the main stuff. Oh, it's a lot though.
There is so much.
Yes, so that is Manuscript to Marketing, and I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and then talk to you guys again. I'm not gonna end the live, that would be bad. Stop presenting and be with Marissa. Do we have any comments or questions?
We don't have anything new. Someone has to go to an appointment. No one's asked any questions as of right now.
Okay, well, it's a lot of information to digest, and maybe you haven't trained your group like I've trained mine. Like, I'm like, talk to me or you won't get good content.
No, we don't do. The only time we do lives is so far with you. So yeah, so. Please
If you're watching this and you want more lives from ScribeShadow, you should leave a comment, because I think it would be nice to get to know Marissa, because she's very cool and she always has really neat earrings, but her ears are hidden right now.
I know. I'm not even wearing them because I knew I was gonna have headphones on.
I mean, legit.
So, yeah. Susan says, on the comments section of the forum, what would you suggest you add in there?
Literally anything you want. So I do train it to take that into account, but it does have a contract. So you can't be like, I only want TikTok scripts, give me 600. It won't do that. But like in this example, I said that the neurodivergent representation was really important to me, and that this book is for adults, but also appropriate for children. But on the form, there's also like a little bit of text that says, you can't, like, you won't break it, you can't say the wrong thing. If you don't know what to say, you can just be like, thanks, and it will still do its job. But if there's something really specific you want to explore, you can let it know.
Karen says, if you have a long series, will writing a report on the first book be sufficient?
I think yes, whichever one you want to advertise. So the first and last is a good choice. Obviously, you can run reports for all of them.
Please run reports for all of them.
But that is something I'm going to be working on in the future, is a multi-upload series version that also has series marketing assets. So that's going to be really complex. That will be like official V3. So eventually I'm not going to work 16-hour days, but I don't know when that eventually is. So it could be December, or it could be February for this feature, because it will take probably at least 50 hours of work to make it happen. But it will happen. And then if people are really interested in like series Bibles, I've actually already made a flow to do that for myself. I could integrate that into the series version too. So you're getting the marketing pack, and then you're getting all the like world building stuff for your own reference. But right now what I'm going to be working on is collecting all the feedback and building a version for ScribeShadow. So what that would look like, because I already know it can do this because I've hacked it to do so, but I want to do it more intentionally so it works every time, is you upload your book that's finished from ScribeShadow. If you've decided to get it edited, like, upload that version. If not, upload whichever version you're planning to publish. And then it will give you all the content that's facing readers in the target language, but all the information and labels in English, so that you know what goes where. And then I think I'm only going to have one version of the translations report, so it won't be pro standard. It will be standard, and then I'll have videos to explain what to do embedded. So it's like kind of a course. But yeah, like book descriptions that are in voice, ad copy, what I think would be most valuable are the book descriptions, Amazon ad keywords, and meta ads, Facebook ad scripts. I think that like the avatars and social media might be too granular for translations, but I want to know what people want. So that's why we're bringing it to you guys early and why I'm launching V2 to you guys instead of my own group. But hopefully we have some crossover.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think would be most helpful, Marissa?
I think, like you said, having all of that Amazon ads and Facebook ads and things would be awesome. We're working on, sorry, my lighting, the sun is just getting crazy. We're working on our own somewhat of a marketing database to help people know where to go and what to do with what language, as far as like, oh, Facebook ads look here, whatever, and keeping that kind of trend, what trends are working in those places relevant, and then moving to yours would just help them fill in all of that information and get everything that they need. So yeah, I think Facebook and Amazon are going to be really important, because we do have a lot of authors that are publishing in German right now. Obviously that's the big one that everyone's, and Kindle Unlimited is there, so they can target those people. And yeah, no, I think it's going to be awesome. Karen says this will be amazing. She's excited. Christina says it's pretty cool. Jillian asked, is it going to be part of ScribeShadow or a separate thing? So I think we haven't really got it nailed down how we're going to kind of bring it to you guys. As of right now, it's going to be a link that you go to do all the testing and give us some feedback. Once we get to it, I have a feeling it's going to be something within ScribeShadow that you can click, so you don't have to go out of ScribeShadow, and it will automatically take you to where you need to go and get you set up.
We have to figure that all together. But yeah, first we wanted to know what to build, and talking about your list of like, where do you publish? What are the sites? Like we could potentially also, I could pull from your resources list and embed it into the report with like Saga says.
Yeah.
So a lot of options.
No. when you're trying it out and seeing what you like, what you don't like, if you have things that you like and that you want, like, oh, I want it to be within ScribeShadow, or I want to have ScribeShadow's information in there, whatever, let us know that. And if it seems to be something we can do and seems to be something that a lot of people want, then we'll see how we can make it happen.
Yeah, and that's why we're coming to you too. Like some features are a lot more time consuming / expensive to make happen. For example, Amazon categories. If I wanted to do Amazon categories and not hallucinate, I have to give it the list of all of the Amazon categories for that store, which means I have to create it. So the one for the US store is 40,000 words long. So I will find a process to create that, but it takes a while to make that. It does a big call on the LLM. Marissa, you've got a shirtless person in the background. You might want to let him know.
It's my son. Hey, yeah, there you go. It's teenagers.
I was worried I was being too sexy over here. Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's supposed to be blurred, but whatever.
Yeah, so I used to, in version 1 of this tool, I had it pull comp titles and ASINs, and it just straight up hallucinated all of that. And I hadn't realized because I hadn't validated them. I had seen that the title was good, but Amazon doesn't allow LLMs to crawl it, which means it doesn't have the most current information. So that's why ASINs are not involved. That's why I built out the Amazon Ads Intelligence with keywords, which are correct. I also had to strip BISAC codes out because they were also hallucinated, and I decided that so many authors are director KU, and I'm not going to worry about this. So for translations, is it going to be worth the added weight and the added cost to know this is the keyword, the category for Germany, or would general guidance be good enough? Similarly, like if we wanted specific comp title ASINs, that involves adding a data scraper, which is a very expensive API call. So it's doable, but I want to build the best version that meets your needs without getting ridiculous expensive or taking forever. So I already have the English version working exactly, and I already know what I have to change if I want to make it exactly the same, but for Germany, but for France and all the languages. But yes, I want to really know what's important, because if all those TikTok scripts are going to be overwhelming, like, we don't need them.
Yeah, we want to make it where it's something that you will want to use and that will be super helpful, and not have a bunch of extra stuff, because that's extra stuff adds on cost. And the way we can make anything more affordable to get your book out there and in the hands of global readers, that's what we want to do.
Exactly.
So
I'm excited to see where you guys take us. Yeah.
Yes. I'm very interested. I love it when we send out surveys and whatnot, because seeing what people actually need is always, I mean, you think you know based on conversations that you read and talking to people, but actually when people have a chance to sit down and try something and actually think about what they want to say, it can give you a lot more information. I love that. So I don't have any other questions. If anybody else has anything else.
So I will say then that if you would like to try out Manuscript to Marketing M2M for 50% off, so you can do the whole report for $50, or you can pick a sub-report and save 50%, because you can kind of pick and choose what you need. The coupon code that you have to enter and press apply is Saga. Hold up Saga, Marissa.
Got her.
Saga.
She's
Sky
she's
Princess.
blurred.
And Sky Princess. So it's Saga, Sky Princess, all one word. And Sky is spelled S-K-Y, no E. And we can probably post it on the replay as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But
definitely
use it as much as you want. If you want to go nuts and run a ton of reports, you can. That's the 50% off code. And you will get tapped for a follow-up survey about the integration with ScribeShadow and your needs. So all I ask is that if you use that code, have the intent of honoring that commitment to answer the survey, because we want to build something really special that does exactly what you need it to do.
Absolutely. Yes, definitely respond to the survey, because that's going to be what makes it best. As anyone who uses ScribeShadow knows, we try to listen to everybody when they have comments, concerns, questions, and make our product better. So this is the same. We want to make it what you want, and Melissa needs all that information to make it perfect.
Yes, because I'm not my own avatar. That is correct.
Yeah.
I do not practice my own themes. But yeah, this is really exciting. Thank you for bringing us together, guys. Like, the author community did that, and we got to hang out in Vegas, and that was really lovely.
Yes.
We both have cats named Monty, which was like a sign from the goddess. So
Hers is naked, mine is not. I don't even know where he is right now, but
so much nudity in this live. It's getting unhinged.
My bad. Well, we're lucky that was it, because 4 kids, it's fall break, and everyone's just waking up and walking around half dressed. So no, everyone else is pretty good. If you would have come on this live about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, there could have been any number of naked children running around, because my kids just were not about clothes in the house. We had underwear on, and that was about it.
Relatable content, although in my household it's usually me, because I have an aversion to pants.
Pants suck.
Pants are the worst, but I wear them when I have to be on a video. But like otherwise, my husband's like, "Do you want to close the blinds?" And I'm like, "No. Everybody has legs and a butt."
Yeah. I mean, it's just like walking around in a swimsuit. Like, who cares?
Yeah. But anyways, this has been fun. Thank you, Marissa
Yes,
and Saga.
Thank you. And I wanted to, hold on. I do have one quick question. Susan asked, if we're doing the M2M for the first time, is it recommended to go with standard mode?
I would go based on your comfort level. So right now, Pro Mode has a lot more content, but if having, like, Pro Mode is the only thing that will give you the Amazon ads content. So if that's something you want, go Pro. Standard, like if you need the encouragement and these are your manuscript strengths and like here's how this was determined and what to do with it, you have the added like coaching and encouragement. Versus Pro Mode is going to give you more sections that are exclusive to Pro Mode.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds, I think for me, I would go with standard, but also because I like to get all the cheeky feedback as well. So I did want to say too to our current ScribeShadow users, be on the lookout as well for an email where you just want to send a quick thank you, because I know a lot of you are in the US. So I know Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that it is already that far, almost the end of the year. Like, that's crazy. But keep an eye out for that. We also have a little roadmap as far as what we're launching and bringing out soon, what we're working on. So that'll give you a little heads up on that as well.
Awesome. Well,
Yes.
happy Thanksgiving to everybody, not just all who
Yes.
celebrate. Like,
Yes.
I prefer Gratitude Day because there's no like historical naughtiness attached.
No. I just prefer, this is hanging out with family and getting, well, if you want to, because that's also sketchy, depending on your family dynamics. But hey, eat some good food tomorrow. Even if you don't celebrate, eat something really yummy, because that's my favorite part. I've already made my food. It's sitting in the fridge. It's going to be all ready to go. And we were up till what, I think 3 o'clock last night making rolls. So, which my kids have already eaten like a good amount of their body weight in. So we have to try to save it.
My favorite thing about Gratitude Week is that other people don't work as much, and then I can get ahead and caught up and ahead because I'm number 3 activator, number 1 achiever. So if I wake up at 2 a.m. and work all morning, get so much done. That's how M to M happens.
Yes, you get ahead of the game. I get that.
Well, right now
I'm a
caught up.
nighttime worker.
Okay.
I for some reason during the day it just does not work for me as well. Once my house is quiet, that's when like my brain starts to function better, and
like,
I can just
counter argument. I wake up at 3:15 a.m., which some people tell me is the night, and I just start working at that time, and no one's awake for forever. And in my neurodivergent house, it takes the others like a few hours after waking up to be awake. So I have like a full work day before everyone else is fully ready to go.
Yeah, I'm still working by that time. Like, if we were on the same time zone, I'm still awake and doing stuff. So yeah, that's night for me when you're waking up.
Yeah, no, the decisions I make.
We all make bad ones. Mine are bad, staying awake all night. I would like to be up early, but it just doesn't work out that way.
And thus concludes the Neurodivergent Truth Hour.
Yes, absolutely.
We would be such a good podcast team. Like, just we have a topic and then we don't talk about the topic. Like, that would be the best.
Side note: if anyone is interested in podcasts, comment below. Put it in the report so we can know what's
AI and the Neurodivergent Truth Hour, I guess.
Exactly.
And pets.
All right. Well, everyone have a lovely rest of your day wherever you're at. If you have a lot left, like Melissa does, or if you're hitting the afternoon like I am on the East Coast, and try it out. Let us know what you think, and give us some feedback when we hit you up for it, and hopefully we can get something rolling out for you guys soon. That'll be
up to
help you
up to everyone's standards, including Marissa's and mine.
Absolutely.
If you need me, I'm in the ScribeShadow group, so tag me, and I'm happy to answer questions.
Yep, and you always know where to find us. So, all right. Thank you so much.